Good morning and mid-morning. I'm Beverly Hosford. This is Erin Nitschke, and we are live with the National Federation of Professional Trainers. We call it the NFPT. We are a network of personal trainers all over the country, and our company helps certify and support those trainers. And that is what today's show is all about. This is the NFPT Live show. I think we're on episode 55. I forgot what number we were on.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And we've been running this show for a year, and today our focus is on a blog that posted today. It's the Get More Clients 3-week challenge. So it's fall, and it's that time of year where we come out of the summer slump and we're all motivated to get back into routines. Sometimes it's just because all of our clients are back in routines and people are more, I feel like in the fall, people are always more committed. Their kids are back in school. Their jobs are more regular. Vacation time is over. And so it seems to just kind of carry over into the profession where you're like, all right, let's do this. It's fall. Let's get people in gear. And so we've got this 3-week challenge set up to help you, a personal trainer, or really anyone who's a client-based business owner, to boost that business. So if you know anyone who wants to get more clients this fall, no matter what profession they're in, go ahead and share this show right now, because we are going to talk about how to do this. It's going to be real straightforward. 3 weeks, a daily activity to help you build those skills. And these activities come from lots of other successful trainers who are making good money and their businesses are thriving. So I'm going to go ahead and tweet and share the show on Facebook. Feel free to share it with others. Say hello. Tell us where you're from. I'm in Montana. Erin's in Wyoming. And anything you want to share before we start, Erin?
No, not necessarily. Just that these tips are widespread and varied, and they don't just necessarily apply to personal trainers. It's really any business. So I think you can take any one of these tips and apply them to any aspect of any business that you're running, and not just with clients specifically, but just thinking in general about the bigger picture of how you can grow your business.
Yeah, totally. I agree. Erin and I both have dabbled in lots of different businesses, and it's really all the same at the end of the day. It's just there's definitely some uniqueness to these that brings in a little bit of personal training spirit or personal training activities. And the way the challenge works officially, if you want to be official with it, because sometimes it's nice to have that timeline, is on Monday it starts. So today, tomorrow, this weekend, you can look over the items, kind of get your head wrapped around them. And then on Monday, the first task comes up. And then every day there's a task, only Monday through Friday, so you get the weekends off. And if you get behind, it's totally okay. But the idea is it's kind of like a 3-week boot camp or a 3-week nutrition cleanse. We give you that structure if you need that structure. And if you don't need or want the structure, you can just take the tips for what they are. There's 15 of them, and you can apply them anytime you want. So we're going to just go over them right now so you have some information about them. I'm going to share the first one. So on Monday, day 1, you're going to write down the names of 5 people you admire and want to know better. And these people could be anywhere. They could be online. They could be local. They could be long distance. And it could be really as far-fetched as you want. It could be, a senator or a politician or a religious figure or whatever. Just anybody that you admire, that you want to be more like. You're just going to write down their names. Pretty straightforward.
Right.
That's day 1.
Yeah. And day 2, you're going to call a client who you aren't seeing anymore just to check in. And if you don't have someone, then reach out to somebody else that is embarking on some sort of health journey, or maybe just find out how you can help them or the things that they're doing just to create that healthy life. Just make that connection.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's day 2. That'll be on Tuesday. On Wednesday of next week, on the 12th, we want you to search a social media site for 5 people who seem like-minded and send them a friend request. This could be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever you currently spend your time or you'd want to spend your time. Maybe you're not on social media currently, but now maybe it's time to get on there. And I guess even if you don't want to be on social media, you could search for websites. You could send a message to, some other trainers or people that you admire and just, get connected to whatever community they have or their newsletter. there's no limits here. It's just about getting yourself out there online because it's a vast world and there's a lot of opportunity. And we just really want you to start to build a support network around yourself. Even if you already have one, build a bigger one of people who are like-minded. Like-minded people get you places.
Yes, exactly. So the next day, you're going to ask your clients to invite a friend or a family member to the next session sometime during, maybe it's a holiday boost, or it's a great way to kind of reel in some new clients and give them kind of a free taste of what it is that you do, just to see if they like it. And it gives social support to your clients. So that's one way you can go about it. It's just creative marketing and creative, like phone a friend type of thing, like bring a buddy to your workout, and maybe you do that for a few different weeks, and try to promote it that way. But just maybe it's a husband and wife challenge, maybe it's a mother-daughter, maybe it's sister, something like that. Just think about how you can involve maybe some of those other individuals that are in your client's support network, or that maybe they know someone that they're really wanting to influence positively. Then you can reach out and invite them to that session.
Yeah, totally. Sweet. So here we are on day 5. Day 5 will be next Friday, the 14th. And either today or this weekend, we challenge you to attend an exercise class with someone you've never met at a gym you've never been to. Most gyms will give you a free day pass. And so you can, if you're busy on Friday, then you can just spend Friday afternoon doing some research and find, the website of a local YMCA, rec center, college gym, small studio. Most places are willing to give you a free demo or let you come in and try it out. And so get yourself set up. And even if you don't attend the class that weekend, that would be nice and ideal, something to do over the weekend. Just put it in your calendar for the future. Just make sure that you get that in there. And this is just something that a lot of successful fitness professionals do, because when you go to someone else's class, it builds like maybe a potential friend. It gives you new ideas. It just expands your horizons and your world.
Right.
So then over the weekend, you get a break. You don't have to do any of the activities, or you can catch up on the activities or whatever. And then we pick up again on the next Monday.
Right. So the next Monday, on 9/17, you'll review that you made in week one, and call or reach out to one of those 5 people that you admire, and try to make that connection, and just throw it out there. You may or may not get a response. You may get a response months later, especially if there's someone that is kind of one of the premier people in the fitness industry. They're very busy. They might not even be the ones managing their own social media. So keep that in mind as well. But don't let that fear of not receiving a response stop you from at least putting yourself out there.
Yeah, awesome. Reaching out. So then day 7, which will be another Tuesday, is calling someone that you wish could be your client. Okay, so now this could be anyone. Like, say you have like a friend or a family member who is like super motivated, they love exercising, and you're like, man, it'd be so cool if they were my client. So the idea here is just to call this person and just get to know them better, deepen that relationship. What I said here in the blog that I wrote about it is what you focus on grows. If you focus on getting to know people you want to train, more of them will appear. This isn't magic. It's a phenomenon, though, that all successful trainers know to be true. There's just something about it when you surround yourself with like-minded people and you surround yourself with people who you want to train. More of them just kind of come around. You're in that network. If you're around people who are unmotivated, who don't really care about their body, they don't value health, maybe that's your arena and you want to like struggle through that, and like that's a challenge for you. But if that's not your passion and you'd rather work with people who are like, kind of in that more, what do we call it, preparation or action phase of the stages of change, then you need to be around people like that.
Right. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. So on day 8, do you hear that echo? It's really driving me nuts.
I can reset my camera real quick here. Let me reset. I reset my camera.
Okay, we'll try this again. So on day 8, which is Wednesday, interact with one of the 5 people on social media. Comment on their posts, share their posts, interact with them. That's a way to help build that support. Is we can't just be the ones that want support. We have to be able to give it in return. And so interacting with them, really taking the time to just read something that they've posted or comment on it or offer your own idea or insight is really valuable. You can really start a conversation that way.
Awesome. So then day 9, this one's going to take, I feel like this one takes a little more effort, but something, if you don't already do this, invite your current clients to a weekend 30-minute workout class. You could charge $5 or $10 for it, or it could be by donation, and let them know they could bring a friend for free. Schedule it this weekend, next weekend, or next month. The most important thing is to get it on the schedule and just start inviting people. And if you want to take it a step further, you could schedule it as a weekly opportunity for the next 6 to 8 weeks, kind of like how we're doing this 3-week challenge. It could be a 6-week challenge where you're just like offering this extra opportunity for your clients and saying, hey, I've just got this extra opportunity for you. If you want to get some extra exercise in, here's a way to do it that's less expensive and it'll be fun, and we can bring people. Now, if you don't have a lot of people in your community, live in a small town, you could also record a 30-minute workout session and put it online. And same thing, you can either link it up to get paid, or it could be by donation, or it could just be a free thing. But we just want you to get more comfortable maybe teaching in groups or teaching more than one person at a time.
Right. And I think using different platforms too, to kind of stretch the way you deliver your services is important.
Totally. Yeah.
So on day 10, you're going to try to find some sort of continuing education talk or workshop or something like that that's either local, ideally local, so that you can go and meet people face to face and kind of start networking with them. But sometimes we just live in isolated areas where that's not always possible. I know this because I live in one of those isolated areas. So we have to be kind of creative in what we do. So maybe it's a webinar, or maybe one of the individuals that you've made a connection with hosts some sort of live show or is doing some sort of podcast. Like, try to attend it and stretch your mind a little bit. And it's always valuable to invest your time in continuing education or just learning from other perspectives.
Totally. Another weekend break or catch-up time, whatever you need. And then on Monday, which will be the 3rd week of the challenge, we want you to sign up for Canva. It's free. Make a social media image that you can share. So this is like a place where a lot of people make those like beautiful images you see. It's actually not as hard as it looks. If I can use it, anyone can use it. They provide you with colors, fonts, icons, templates. It's so super simple. It might literally only take you 15 minutes to make an image, or if you get really into it and image nerdy, it might take you an hour or 2 hours, but it might only take 15 minutes. So just take that leap of faith, take that 15 minutes and go and just, even if you just put a colored background and a favorite quote, bam, done. Maybe throw your logo on there. You can upload your logo and then just get that image made.
Yep. Then the next day, you're going to post that image on social media and share it, and make sure you use the appropriate hashtags or something creative. And if you're not so certain how to use hashtags, there's plenty of blog posts out there about it. Check it out and kind of build your confidence slowly with that.
Totally. Yeah, we're not even we're giving you 2 days to do that project.
Yeah, exactly.
So then day 13 is also going to be centered around social media, and it's going to be sharing some image article from one of the people that you admire. So you have those people that you sought out online. You're going to go to their pages and see what they're up to and find, an article they posted or something and share it. Tag them when you share, and you can also use the @ symbol and their name to tag them. Again, like Erin said, you might need to do a little research on how to do that if you haven't before. But yeah, just go to whichever social media channel you're using and send a message to the person you got your post from, give them a high five. You could tag the NFPT if you want to get us wrapped into it. We just want you to get, if you want to get more involved in social media, this is a great way to do it. And it's a great way to just get yourself out there.
Right. Day 14, you're going to invite your clients on a group hike or a walk, or maybe it's a run. I always think about this day and think about some of the things that we do here where I am, we have a really beautiful museum and bistro that's at the base of our mountains. And every Sunday they do a brunch, but then there's yoga out there as well, just out at the base of the mountains right there. You could do something like that on the grounds in someplace beautiful. Or if you're more of a winter sport person, you can certainly do something a little bit more challenging in chillier weather if that's what you have a group of clients that they enjoy, and just ask them to invite a friend or a family member and make it like a group effort. It's a great way to, one, get activity, two, show off your skills and your services, but then three, use it as an opportunity to educate those that are with you that day.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's a great time of year for it too. It's just a really beautiful time of year with the leaves starting to change soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then we're in the last day of the challenge, day 15. So it's 3 weeks, but it's 15 total challenges. And this one's a bit of a stretch, but it's getting out of your comfort zone. What we want you to do is ask clients what they're up to this weekend. Where are they going? What are they doing? You probably already do that. And we want you to really get outside of your comfort zone on your box and go to a new event or an activity you can attend. Obviously you're not going to go to someone's like private birthday party or something, but like say one of your clients' kids has a soccer game, maybe, and you could even like bring a significant other, a friend or family member if you don't want to feel super awkward, and just be like, hey, would you mind if I came and, watch the game or whatever? That's like the first idea that pops into my head. Or maybe one of your clients is going to a local festival that's open to the public. Like, this whole idea of this one is you want to spend time in places where your clients spend time, because where your clients spend time, there are more potential clients. And we're not saying you're going to walk around with your banner. You could wear like your company t-shirt if you want, but the idea here is to be somewhat incognito and just to like go there and feel the vibes and like observe and listen to conversations and just really immerse yourself in these folks that are similar to your current clients. Because again, like I said earlier, what you focus on grows, and where you spend your time, you're going to end up spending more time there. And then you're going to meet more people. Like they always say, when you're trying to meet a spouse or if you want to get married or whatever, like go do things that you enjoy and then you'll meet more people. And if you go do things you enjoy, you might end up spending time with more trainers. We're asking you to go spend time where your clients spend time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think doing that allows you to also learn something different about your clients or their social support network, which we know is really important. It always has to be something that's kept in mind when you're working with a client, whether it's a personal trainer, a health coach, a different type of fitness professional. It just helps you learn a little bit more, and you have to know your clients as individuals. And that means understanding where they spend their time, and it might help you unravel a part of their story that hasn't come to light yet that might be preventing them from achieving a goal, or it might give you new insight into how to motivate that client as well.
Yeah, definitely. And the theme behind all of these activities is really just to start spending more and more time around people who are like-minded and people who are like your ideal customer is what it's called. And, you can go hang flyers up or hand out business cards or whatever. That, this is just kind of more about like getting, not only just doing these 15 activities, but kind of making them a regular habit. And then the ones that you find that are working for you, making those even more of a regular habit. And you could just scan the list, your favorites, and do them. But the reason this is called a challenge is because we challenge you to do every single one of them, because you don't know what could happen or what might the outcome be of something that you do. And we're generally drawn towards what we're already comfortable with. So we're asking you to try all of these. If Canva intimidates you, try it anyway. If it intimidates you to go to some random sporting event, go to it. Probably the ones that make you the most nervous are the ones that might be the most fruitful. And if you absolutely hate it, you don't ever have to do it again. But that's the challenge. And, every day we're going to be posting on Facebook the challenge of the day. And we ask you to come and tell us like what you did or show us your Canva image or whatever. And we're right here to support you. And if you have any questions, let us know. We hope this is helpful for you. And you may not get more clients like right after the challenge is over, but you're planting seeds, and these seeds will spring eventually. Some of them may not sprout until the spring because it's springtime. Some of them might not sprout until next year. Some, might not sprout for a couple of years. But it's wild how if you're just constantly planting seeds, then it'll eventually it'll eventually bring you the fruit.
Yes, exactly. And it forces you to grow too. And that's hard to do. But it's impossible to do if you're going to just stay in your comfort zone. So
Yeah.
try this, try it out and reflect on what you learn and you'd be surprised. It's kind of an exercise in courage.
Yeah. Awesome. And Billy said, challenges make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. So that's a great quote to close on. I do want to say hi to Jane and Gail, Mandy. Thanks for being here, Billy, as well. And anyone else who's hiding in the background who didn't feel like saying anything. But feel free to add any other ideas you have, any tips. And we hope to see you over on the NFPT Facebook page, sharing your progress.
Yes.
We'll be here next week with another NFPT live show. We don't have a topic currently, but you can come and find out what it is. And you're welcome, Gail. I'm glad that you found this helpful. Please share it with your friends. We'll see you guys next week, Wednesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time.
Yes, and good luck getting your challenge organized.
Awesome. We'll see you later.